Welcome back to our special coverage of the Karnataka election verdict. All our guests are still with us. Let me introduce Richard Rosso of CSIS. He's joining us right now all the way from Washington, D.C. Richard, you're a very close observer of the Indian government, Indian reforms over the last 20 years or so. How do you see the Karnataka election? This is a state which has given rise to many startups, many unicorns. Every country is interested in the city of Bengaluru. How do you see this verdict?
Well, state elections can be a crazy time for investors. As we saw with Andhra Pradesh a couple of years ago, Tamil Nadu many times over, changes of state governments can be very disruptive to investors, changes in state policy and direction. Karnataka has been a state that's actually changed parties, of course, with 3 different parties fighting for elections over the years, many, many times. And luckily, there's been relative policy stability throughout that period. So if you look at the state's economic growth and you look at the level of investments, the state has been a leader in economic growth, per capita economic growth, attracting investments, not just in services, but more recently manufacturing. I just hope that as Congress takes the reins, as we see a new chief minister come to office, they maintain that stability that we've seen in other transitions, critical for the state's growth.
Right. So you hope that there will be political stability, and that is what investors really want. Rahul Verma, coming back to you, as far as the Bharat Jodo Yatra is concerned, do you feel the Bharat Jodo Yatra had an influence as far as the Karnataka result really goes, and that somehow gives Rahul Gandhi more credibility for what he has done with that Yatra?
Parikshit, it would be hard to make statistical calculations and figure out what was the exact impact of Bharat Jodo Yatra has been. But of course, something like this, of a scale which Rahul Gandhi took for the Congress party and basically traveled across the country, is definitely going to help the party. The Congress party before the Bharat Jodo Yatra was in crisis. And in some ways, there was allegation that nothing is happening in the party, no mobilization on the ground is taking place and all of those things. So in that atmosphere, a leader taking Yatra from the one tip of India to the other tip of India had definitely galvanized the party. And in some ways, this is their first major state victory after Bharat Jodo Yatra, which concluded in January this year. So, of course, there is going to be some sort of like credit that will be given to Rahul Gandhi and national leadership. But the Karnataka victory of the Congress party is largely built on a campaign which was much more local, a party organization in the state which is formidable, and local leadership which is popular. This is not to deny any credit to the national leadership of the Congress party, but this victory in some ways, one, is made up of the local factors, and not just of the Congress party, but also the state BJP and its government, which ran a very, average sort of like government in that sense. And so the flip side is also true. This in some ways should not also be read as a verdict on the national level BJP government, right? Of course, they should share a part of the blame for the losses of BJP in the state, but it's in no way indication of what's going to come in 2024, not just nationally, but also in Karnataka.
Right. Zafar Islam, would you admit that the BJP's campaign in the state of Karnataka did not work? They did not choose the right issues, and the attempt to nationalize this election did not really work on the ground?
Well, the fact that something has not worked for us is so apparent. That's why we have lost the election. And we will definitely be able to pinpoint those issues or shortcomings once we do introspection and analyze the election result. Having said that, there are certain things which, as I said earlier in this earlier, that there are certain things which is very, very obvious, and there are something which I think we will introspect and find out what went wrong and what is the course correction. But it is not a referendum on anything like Congress party is claiming. It is a state election based on the state issues, based on the local issues, and based on the local leaders. Definitely every political party use their, if the Pan-India party definitely will use their senior leaders, and we have also used the senior leaders. But the outcome is based on three things which as of now I feel. One, the campaign, Congress party is the entire campaign was communalized by the Congress party, and it was full of lies they were spreading. So as a result, they have been the beneficiary of Muslim vote getting transferred from JDS to Congress party. They have been able to succeed purely because of the campaign, the narratives and the communal campaign they had ran. Away from that, something I'm sure that some of our strategies has not worked on the ground. That will something we will get to know, and we will do a course correction before 2024 election.
All right, let me go across to DP Satish once again. DP Satish, as some of our panelists were also pointing out, that somehow the BJP workers on the state had given up 20 to 25 days back. Why did that happen? Also, was the Lingayat vote bank upset with the way Lingayat leaders, some of the tall Lingayat leaders had been treated? Some of them had jump shipped to the Congress party as well.
Parikshit, look at the vote share. BJP hasn't lost even 1% vote. Because in 2018, BJP was polled 36% vote. They have retained the same. What has happened is, in Old Mysore region, which is a Gowda stronghold, the JDS stronghold, JDS has lost about 8% votes. And these votes have been transferred to Congress. And Congress has won a lot of seats from this region. And Congress could sweep Mumbai Karnataka region, or what is now known as Kittur Karnataka region, which is a Lingayat stronghold, only because BJP has lost 4% votes in Kittur Karnataka region. Because these 4% votes may be Lingayat vote, those votes have been shifted from BJP to Congress. That's why Congress could win so many seats from that region. And how did BJP retain its 36%? Because BJP gained 6% votes in Bengaluru region. But these 6% votes haven't been translated into seats for BJP. That's why BJP has lost about 40 seats, because if you take 2018 data, BJP won 104 seats, and this time they have won 65, which means they have lost 39 seats. But they have retained the same vote share because of this. And we can easily conclude that it was a closely fought election in which Congress has won impressively. And Congress victory is impressive because of this, because it was a closely fought election. Because BJP hasn't lost its vote share. It has retained the same vote share of 36%. And I don't think BJP workers had given up.
Right.
Because BJP workers had campaigned actively across the Karnataka.
Okay.
And they campaigned in every assembly seat.
All right. So you're saying that this was majorly a result of JDS losing its vote share to the Congress party, something that Rashid Kidwai had also noted at the start of this discussion. But Rohan, if I can come to you right now, what would the Congress now like to replicate in the remaining assembly elections this year? You've got elections in Chhattisgarh, you've got elections in Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan as well. You're on mute.
Okay. Basically, our challenge is to ensure that we keep elections at local level. We started this experiment with Himachal, where we were successful. The national president of BJP was from Himachal. The central minister were also from Himachal. It was a small state, easier for BJP to win compared to Karnataka. But we ensured that whoever goes there, any national leader of Congress party, they talk only about the local issues, our promises of old pension scheme, our different promises, our guarantees there. And we were successful. We were successful because people resonated with our promises. They liked the approach of Congress party. We ensured that two CMs then, Rajasthan CM and Chhattisgarh CM, they campaigned there with the promises which they made to the people of their own state and fulfilled in time-bound manner. So we could get that confidence of people that this is the party which talks about people and delivers when government is formed. Same experiment we continued in Karnataka. We ensured that 5 guarantees which were well drafted after good research, that what is the requirement of people of Karnataka, and irrespective of whatever BJP spokesperson said, it was the most possible positive campaign ever in the politics of Indian arena. And I'm proud of it because I was there for 45 days. we ensured that it is all about the people of Karnataka, it is all about what we can deliver, it is all about what we deliver in other states, and at the same time, we were lucky that we had a BJP government which could not fulfill even 10% promises out of 600 promises made by them in last manifesto. They were not even ready to talk about these issues. Bommai, their CM, he declared in month of January that he will come out with the white paper showing that how many promises have been fulfilled, which they could not do. So let me tell my friends of BJP that please don't ignore the people's sentiment. You need to hear their voice. You need to hear their heart. What are their issues? What are their problems? If you don't ignore them and just work on emotive issues, making it a personal issue, disrespect, Hindu, Muslim, that's not going to work. People have seen everything. So we as a political party now, we have to deliver now. And we will ensure that the confidence put by people on us will not go west, and we will start delivery in Karnataka, because after 4 months, we have 5 big elections, and our delivery here will ensure that people in those 5 states, they will put trust on us again.
All right, but a lot to go over the next few months. You've got almost elections in 5 states. You've got the general election next year, and then we'll come down to the key issues. We're going to take a short break, but don't go anywhere. All our guests, Richard Rosso, Zafar Islam, DP Satish, Rohan Gupta, Rahul Verma and Harish, continue with us. We'll now be talking about issues that really mean a lot to people of Karnataka and what will be expected of the new government in the days to come. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
सबसे पहले तो मैं कर्नाटका की जनता को बहुत बहुत दिल से बधाई देना चाहती हूँ, और उन्होंने पूरे देश में आज ये संदेश दे दिया है कि जो राजनीति जनता चाहती है वो अपनी समस्याओं के समाधान की राजनीति चाहते हैं। हमारे परम आदरणीय कांग्रेस के अध्यक्ष जी खारगे जी और पूर्व अध्यक्ष जी श्री राहुल गांधी जी, उन्हीं के नेतृत्व में ये चुनाव लड़ा गया, उन्हीं की अगुवाई थी। भारत जोड़ो यात्रा में राहुल गांधी जी ने जो कर्नाटका से यात्रा निकाली, उसमें जो 91 शायद या 91 से विधानसभा थी, उनमें से 75% जीती गई है कांग्रेस द्वारा। कांग्रेस अध्यक्ष जी ने मन बनाया कि कांग्रेस को जिताना ही है। 1 महीने से वे कर्नाटका में रहे, उन्हीं के नेतृत्व में पूरा संचालन हुआ।